And so here we find ourselves in the final verdict, where I'll be discussing the strengths and weaknesses I believe the P-51D-5 has. So let's get on to the strengths. You have an advantage against any plane that you will face in the Mustang. This is a wonderful feeling. The fact that whatever you come up against, you can make a strategy where you can beat them instead of being helpless against them. Your rapid-fire 50 cals will tear through anything that comes in your way. As you saw in these videos, I completely decimated a lot of stuff which was just in front of me, tearing wings off, setting stuff on fire, just destroying whatever came near me. Having 45 minutes of fuel means that you can outlast many fighters in the air, and you still perform as well or if not better than them. So basically that means when you come up against Spitfires with 20 minutes of fuel and BF-109s with 20 minutes, they will have to land before you do, so you can catch them there if you're not confident about fighting them in the air. You can get away from any plane you come up against, meaning that you are never helpless. Diving away at 650 kilometers an hour and slowly getting that down to 590 while going away from any plane you come up against is wonderful. Works every time if you're not in a position that you can take out your enemy. You can wet the engine all day long and it will never overheat. This is a wonderful thing and can give you an advantage over those other planes such as the Spitfire, the Ki-84s, the late BF-109s, stuff like that. So that's always a nice thing to have. So let's get on to the weaknesses. If you are caught at low speeds and low energy, you are going to struggle. This thing does not handle well at low speeds, and if somebody is up against you, and you are, well, you've got into a state where you have low energy, you're pretty much dead. Unless you're able to dive away, which is not always possible. Sometimes being a predator like a Mustang can become a disadvantage since you cannot always help your team when they need it. When I was talking in realistic battles about you pick your battles, you basically fly over the enemy and you pick what you want, like basically how a cheetah does to a gazelle. But the problem with that is, if your team is in dire straits and they need you in there, sometimes you're not able to help them, you're not in a position to help them. Because you will be engaging at high speeds, accuracy may become a problem. I struggle at high speeds with accuracy. This may just be a fault of my own, but, well, this is a review based on my opinions as well as facts, so there we go. Without this thing being fully modified, or at least having most of its modifications, it does not fly well. You really need to concentrate on getting the engine and engine injection upgrades, because without them, this plane, it is not great. It's basically, once you start getting those higher tier modifications, this thing becomes a beast. But until then, you are going to struggle a little bit. But anyway, looking at this beautiful beast, it's obviously a very iconic plane in history in World War II. It is a wonderful plane in game, and there is no reason not to fly this thing. It is amazing in every way. So, thank you for watching, and have a great day.